Hey, what's up, man? Call me TK. Man, watching Empire. Empire's a wild ride, man. It's all about losing something and then trying to replace it with something else. And then you realize that you needed to lose that something in order to find the other thing that you're looking for. The entire psychological motif of Empire Strikes Back is based on loss. Loss is the power behind the dark side. If you think about it, loss is the drive that keeps the hate alive. And what is that quest for power? That quest for wealth? What are those things? Those things are so we aren't afraid to lose anything. If you're powerful enough, then it feels like you will never lose. This quest for power is really a quest to hold on to something that you don't want to lose. When the real power is letting go and knowing that you will lose it. And every day that you don't lose it, it's a gift. So instead of holding on to something so tight that you choke it to death, I will never let this go. I will never. It's not about giving up on dreams. It's about letting go of the things that are clouding your dreams. It's letting go of the darkness so the light can shine through. That's the idea of the light versus the dark that keeps the hate alive. You lost something. You hate that you lost it, or you hate the person that took it from you, or you hate the thing that took it from you. Maybe it's, a disease, maybe it's cancer, and they took that, and your hate for that isn't helping you in any way. You have to let go. Loss is the driving force behind the empire, behind the rebels. And then it breaks down in the smaller themes of loss. Loss is right there in the beginning with Palpatine, When he finally crossed over and killed his master, right? Then he had lost his chance to become a master. Or, there's the rule of two, right? And so, Palpatine goes around manipulating midichlorians, possibly made freaking Anakin, because he's trying to fill that loss, right? Because you always have to have two, right? You can't have the light side without the dark side. You can't vanquish the dark side. Why do you think they keep rebuilding the Death Star? The dark side will always come. There will always be loss. But it's the path you take back to the light that will help you find your way, right? And Vader's whole quest, man, is all just to get a lady, his brain. And, he messed up his last relationship pretty bad, choked her out. And, that happens sometimes. Then he finds out, oh, by the way, now I'm a divorced dad, and I got to deal with that. Work is giving me shit all of a sudden, And by the way, these metal legs, they're cold. They're cold metal legs. So that's going to make somebody bitchy. It's going to keep him bitchy. And that's one of the things, when he's striking, Luke goes to strike down the Emperor, right? And then Vader stops him and he throws him around, blah, blah, blah. And then they're zapping him with the lightning strikes, right? And Vader's just standing there watching him. And you're like, wait, he's why is it taking so long? That's got to hurt really bad. Why? But he's building up his hate, because the Sith, they work off of hate. They're they're evil, right? And so they thrive off of that. And so Vader, though he was going through his transitional change, the reason it kills him is because, he's got that hate that's inside him, and he's got to fight. And so he watches the lightning strike, and it makes him turn his darkness onto the Emperor. And then he lifts him up and throws his wrinkly old pruny ass down the shaft. Hoorah! Let's save the day. Go Broncos. Right? And that's Vader's whole way of doing things, man. Just live in the moment. And that's what I got to do sometimes, is just give up my vendetta of trying to be somebody that's going to have jet skis and just focus on being somebody that has Camaros. That's what's important in life. Camaros. Because it's like chum in the water for the MILFs out there. Like a pod racer, man. Like, look at loss itself, right? Anakin's losing something and not only trying to get it back, but finding a way to get it back, right? Like in the very opening crawl, the Empire strikes back. That means it's a loss for the rebels. They go into hiding on an ice planet. They go dormant. And they lose there, right? They lose Luke, right? And then he finds a way to go to Dagobah. They lose the Tauntaun, but they find a way to make it work by keeping warm. It's, in Vader's whole quest throughout the entire saga, he's lost. He's lost everything. And he's just trying to get it all back. Instead of what he really finds along the way is that you're not getting back the same thing that you lost. You're getting the whole new thing, right? There's no way to bring Padme back. But there's a way to redeem your soul just by letting go of the hate and the fear and the anger. Hey, man. May the Fourth be with you. I love you. Call your mom.